Okay, so I'm going to go through activity 8, cash flow practice, Ross's eBay business, to show you, what you've got to do. So first thing, Ross starts May with £1,000 in his account. So £1,000 there. Done. Ross receives £700 for a month for his job at Tesco. So 700. And then I'm going to use my black cross to copy that across. Okay, next thing. Storage facility costs £200 a month. Well, I'm taking that as being rent. So 200 rent, copy that across. He pays £30 for his broadband. 30. Copy across. 1,000 in May, he spends £1,500 on 6 pairs of trainers. May purchases 1,500. Okay. He only sells 1 pair in May for 400. So eBay 400, only sells 1 pair. June buys another pair, 12 pairs for 3,000. So June 3,000. Also in June, he sells all the other pairs for 2,300. 2,300. Okay. In July, he sells none of the 12 pairs he purchased. So 0. Despite this, he buys 2 special edition pairs for £1,000 in July, I guess. So we'll put £1,000 in there. He also decides to spend £300 on Facebook marketing in July and August. July and August, £300. £300. His marketing works amazingly, and he sells all his stock for £9,000 in August. Well done. £9,000 in August. He reinvests that in August and buys £5,000 worth of trainers to sell. Purchases 5,000. His business is doing that well. He decides to quit his job and will not receive an income from Tesco's in September, October. So delete that, or put 0. 0. Okay. He makes sales of £8,000 in September. £8,000. And buys £10,000 worth of stock in September. Okay. In September, he also decides to go for it with his Facebook marketing and spends £1,000. His gamble on Facebook marketing pays off, and he sells 25 grand in October. He buys £10,000 worth of stock. 10,000. Oops. There. And spends another £1,000. Okay, that's the confusing bit done. Right, so now we've got to do some formulas. So first things first, let's do our total inflows. So we're adding up 700 and 400. When you're on a paper-based version, that's what you'd be doing. 700 plus 400. And then I'm doing it on a computer, so I'm going to click on my 700, press plus, and I'm going to click on my 400. When I start a formula, sorry, I should have said, if you hadn't watched the previous video, you start with equals. Okay, so I get 1,110. And I can actually use my autofill here. So all I've done is added up those 2 figures. But if I use my autofill, the black little cross there, I can copy that formula across and it does it all for me. We'll do total cash available in a minute. Okay, let's do total outflows though first. So it's literally, you're adding up. So if you had a calculator, you'd be doing 200 plus 30 plus 1,500. But I'm going to do a formula. I'm just going to type it in equals sum. I'm going to open a bracket. I'm going to click over the cells that I want to have added up, even though that's blank, the marketing. I know that when I copy it to the right, I'll need it. So B18 to B21, close the bracket, press enter. So you should, when you add that up on your calculator, you should get that. And if I just copy it to the right, you should get those once you've added those up as well. Right, so let's just go back to total cash available. Total cash available, I don't think this is going to be in your exam, but what they want you to do here is recognise that you've got your opening balance, which is available to you, and you've got total inflows, which is available to you at the moment. So let's just do equals 1,000 plus 1,100. Okay, 2,100. I'm just going to copy that across. So that's total money, like money available to us. And therefore, once you've done that, you've got all your expenses coming out, your outflows, and that gives us the closing balance. So to get my closing balance figure, I'm going to basically take my total cash available minus my outflows. Okay, and that gives us the closing balance of 370. So it was total cash available, 2,100 minus how much I've spent this month, or how much Ross has spent this month. Okay, I'm going to copy that to the right. All right, so we're not right yet because we haven't done the last little bit. So I need to basically, on my opening balance, I need to bring the 370, because that's to the start of June. And to do this, I do a little cheat. I put equals, click on 370. And then if I copy that right, what it basically is going to do, it's going to copy the 140 into July, the minus 830 into August. It's going to just look at what I'm trying to do, and it's going to copy that in. But you're basically bringing in the previous month's closing balance. I think I said 800. My eyes are going bad. 690, sorry. So it basically brings the closing balance up to the start of the next month. All right. And you should get 14,020.